To obtain the imaginary part of this complex number, 1 plus 2i divided by 2 plus 5i, first of all, we need to rationalize this expression using the conjugate of the expression at the denominator level. That is to say that if we have 1 plus 2i divided by 2 plus 5i, we need to multiply both the numerator and denominator using the conjugate of the expression. That is 2 minus 5i and then 2 minus 5i. Now, here, remember too that this imaginary number is exactly the square root of minus 1. And so I squared will be minus 1. Then I raised power 3 will be minus I. Then I raised power 4 is exactly 1. So we are going to apply this in this expansion. So first of all now, we get 1 times 2. This is 2. Then 1 times minus 5i is minus 5i. Then plus 2i times 2 is plus 4i. Then plus 2i times minus 5i. This is exactly minus 10i squared. Now, divided by 2 times 2 is 4. Then 2 times minus 5i is minus 10i. Then plus 5i times 2 is plus 10i. Then plus 5i times minus 5i is minus 25i squared. Now, this is exactly 2 minus I, then minus 10. I squared is minus 1 divided by, this is 4, minus 10i plus 10i is 0. Then minus 25. I squared here is minus 1. And so this is exactly minus 10 times minus 1 is 10. And so we are going to get 12 minus I divided by minus 25 times minus 1 is 25. So we are going to get 29. So when we then split this, this is exactly 12 divided by 29 minus 1 divided by 29i. And so when we then compare, this is the real part of z, and this is the imaginary part of z. And so 1 over, and so the imaginary part of z is minus 1 divided by 29. And so this is the correct option. Bye.